Starting a business is an extremely difficult task. You know, there's tons of challenges you face. You run into tons of walls, and you need to be able to run through those walls and be able to smash through them. You know, I had been in dental school preparing to be a dentist my entire life. I never actually even planned on starting a company. Every single student in my class knew that this was an issue. I would see people carrying around these giant boxes of paper flashcards, and they'd be pulling them out at lunch and hauling this thing around. It just made zero sense when you look at people having a smartphone that's the same size, that can do way more, and that can organize it. I was always planning on being a doctor, but I simply had no choice, I felt. There was a lot of skills I was missing regarding, you know, finance, management, how to really build a company. I didn't really know any of that. And so I had to go out and extremely aggressively learn to even have a chance. We don't think we know everything, because clearly we don't. There's so much information out in this world. I made a commitment to myself the day that I left dental school. I would have good role models and mentors to help me in the real world. I would learn the theory behind it through books, and then I would actually do it myself so that way I could learn by my own trial and error. And I decided that if I did those 3 things over a 5-year period, then nothing could stop me or this company. Getting mentors when you're inexperienced in business is one of the most vital things that can be done, because then you get people who've been there, who've done it, who can show you the structure and path, who can make the connections for you, and by learning from people who've already learned, because there's clearly some resources that are much better than others. There's something you can take from everything, but I'd rather find the resources that there's lots you can take from. There's a wide range of people out there, and it's good to get a broad perspective. Because even when you get somebody not directly from the industry you're from, or not directly in the field that you're in, or your exact situation, the deep down lessons of what's learned from people, I've noticed is very true across industries. Realize entrepreneurship is a community sport. It's something that involves everyone. It's not something that anybody does on their own. And it's not just the core people who are actually on the team, it's the entire community. It's all interlaced into what you do as a business, especially as a startup when you need help and you're trying to figure out product market fit and you're trying to figure out your model. There certainly has been a few vital resources to help me get this figured out and create the optimal culture for the 21st century startup business. One I feel like is this book called Drive by Dan Pink, and he really talks about using Management 3.0. It's bringing autonomy, mastery, and purpose into the workplace. Autonomy meaning people get some say in the goals that they pursue, meaning they get some say in who they work with as they do it, and they get some say in how they do it. Then mastery, so that they have a chance to pursue excellence in their craft. And finally, purpose, so that they're driven by something bigger than just getting money, because that's what allows people to really come together and to make the sacrifices that are needed to grow and establish a business in face of all the hardships and challenge that is certainly there when you're trying to do it. The only way that you can be able to succeed as an entrepreneur, in my opinion, is if you have that back against the wall mentality. If you have the mentality that not like, oh, well, I'm gonna try and do this, or, you know, well, I'm gonna give it my best shot. It's like, no, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna happen. Get out of my way.